now that you have it's a huge campus, you are stay on campus, you meet a lot of students, you are doing very good in your academics. You have got about 3 point, you said 24.
Two, yeah, yeah, two. I
Yeah.
want to get it
So,
back to 3.5. So that's the
yeah. So you're doing good in your academics, good in your sports. Okay. Now, if you have to basically be a brand ambassador of Eastern Michigan University, what is that? What you are going to tell to the international students who are going to come to the campus? Anything that you would like to say?
yeah, definitely. So Eastern Michigan University is a very big, like the campus is huge. You have a lot of things to do over there. You have a lot of associations over there. So we have our ISA, that is Indian Student Association, and like it's run by all Indian international students, and it we have a lot of cultural programs happening. Last year we celebrated Holi over there. uh, I couldn't attend it, but it was a very huge success because a lot of people wanted to celebrate their like Indian festivals over there, right? So there's a lot of that. Then you have a lot of other cultures that you can mingle with, and like you could go and have fun with. Then the sports culture is huge in Michigan. So I would say if you're a sports fan or if you like sports, Eastern Michigan is a good place to inculcate that also. And I would say the professors are very good. Like you have a mix of professors, like a mix of good professors. I would say like with a lot of good backgrounds, and you have a lot of networking opportunities because it's a commuter school. So it's a school where you go outside and also like the network with a lot of people. So the professors have huge networking opportunities for you. And I would just say that like if you have interest in whatever major you want to be in, we have 6 colleges. So you have a lot of options to look for, and I would say it's a great experience at Eastern Michigan.
Okay, perfect. Living independently, making have to make a lot of decisions, which could be basically what to buy, how much money you need, how much money to spend, to cook or not to cook, to whom to with whom to make friends, what to do during the holidays. There are so many
Hmm.
decisions that you have to make, which
Correct.
otherwise in a controlled society where you have your parents and your family, they make a lot of decisions for you. How is that influencing you and influencing your personality?
Yeah. So first off, if you're not coming out of a well-off family, or like just cannot spend a lot, try to find a job on campus. First reason why it is good, because you obviously have opportunity to link up with a lot of managers or like your superiors who are also so connected to the university. You can just get in contact with them, and they can help you out in the future, where they can just give a recommendation about your work, like how hard do you work, or how are you as a person in a workforce. So that's how they help you, and like they give you good recommendations. Then I would say money wise, totally, like you have the for the meal plans. You can get the meal plans on your school ID card, and like that's a different part. But on a weekly basis for food, you would spend around like $100 or like around $120 for 1 or 2 weeks, if you're trying to cook food, and like you want to get food and like prepare for yourself. But if you're not doing that, school meals are very good, and Eastern Michigan has very good cafeterias, and like food wise, they have a lot of options. Like they also have like Indian food. Like they have containers for Indian food and like everything like that as well. So other expenses or miscellaneous expenses like going out for like weekends, it's not a expensive place because the Ypsilanti is not like a very major city, so it's you can do a lot of stuff over there, and they have a lot of stuff to do. Like in fact, because every weekend that we go out for bowling, and it's like not that expensive at all. Then like you want to go to a park. There's a lot of state parks over there. There's a lot of things to do. Like you can just like explore the place in the daylight, obviously, because but other than that, expenses they're not a lot. That depends on how your lifestyle is. Like for me, I barely spend around what, because I've earned that much, right? I used to work the first year. I used to work at the rec center, which is at the gym, basketball court, and like I used to work over there, and I used to get paid around $11 an hour, which is like more than minimum. The minimum over there is $9 per hour. So that was a very good start for me because if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have been financially stable. And that's where you get to know how to be financially stable, like where the expenses are going, where like what is necessary and what are the needs, right? Like you want something or you need something. That's the difference that you really get to know. And yeah, it's not a very expensive like way of living since you're living on campus. So I would say it's a very good experience to even learn like commerce and like your own day-to-day expenses.
So $11 per hour, was it sufficient enough to cover your accommodation and living expenses, or was it you need to borrow money from your parents?
I for me it was very more than sufficient because I used to. So you have around 29 hours a week that you can work. Like there's a limit for you to work. That's only 29 hours a week, and I I'm going to be very honest. I didn't take money from my parents after the first 3 months I was there. Like I'm in my second year now. Like I'm going to finish my second year, and my first semester was the only semester I took money from my parents. After that, it was very self-sufficient. Like I was working and then getting money and then just like doing like
You were sufficient enough to take care of your accommodation and living expenses by
yeah,
working in Eastern Michigan University. Perfect.
yeah.
Thanks.
Tuition is very difficult because it's like the classes are
Yeah,
like
I understand. It's like
obviously
huge amount. I
expensive.
was like, so perfect. So, finally, to say, how happy are your parents?
Oh, right now because I'm in India, they're very happy.
They
But
are, did they see the change in you?
oh, they because like we communicate every day, right? They see the change every single day because like the child that left, I would say, from India was different, and because obviously grown as well, but mentally they understood that I can just be self-sufficient and do things for myself instead of them interfering or like them keeping a check on me. So it's mostly us just communicating, and then if like now that I'm home, they are just like, we don't need to keep a check on you. You can just communicate with us, tell us what you're doing. Like that should be there. Like you just have to tell them what you are doing instead of complaining. And yeah, they have
So,
told me a lot of changes
so
happened.
there are a lot of confidence in you. You have become more self-independent and you are able to make
Yeah,
a lot of your decisions.
definitely.
Wonderful. Basically, when are you flying back?
I'm going back on 26th August. So like 25 days more now.
All the best, basically, Pritesh, thanks for talking to us. Thanks for sharing all these things. I'm sure basically many of the students who are going to listen would be benefited by this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.